You know, I am changing my name to Straight Up Stereotype after this video. Are you happy, Angriest Loner Productions? You dirty loner. You guys better like this video. I took a suggestion from you. You do it for me. Oi, what in Talos name is going on in here? Mike, did you? Bellathor, I told you not to let him in. Why can't you stop? One of these days you are going to take so much skooma you might skooma dose. So sometimes you might be adventuring along the coast, the fields, the mountains, or the rooftops of Skyrim and its lands, and you might think to yourself, hey, I kinda want something to drink. So to fix that, you also acknowledge the burly arms screwed into your shoulders, man or woman, and you decide that alcoholic beverages are your new best friend because it's cold and alcohol can sometimes help. Not really, you end up colder, but Skyrim is filled with different types of alcohol, some more common than others, some so famous you have your dastardly Khajiit steal them away from you. So I am sure you have all come across a lot of these alcohols and tried them for yourself to see how they taste exactly. Let's go over them and talk about them because we can. We are also going to do it in alphabetical order because order is obviously better than not having order. You get my point. So we have the notorious and common ale of Skyrim, the favorite of all Nords everywhere to fill their bellies when they need a good filling. You can find normal boring ale in every inn and tavern, bar one or two. You can find it stacking shelves in forts and other places, and it can be stolen from the pockets of commoners and guards alike. You can also give ale to certain people to become their friends. Now I know we said we would do this in order, but I actually never go off of what I say, do I? I wanted to mention Nord Mead next since it has the exact same texture as ale and some other drinks in the game, and you may get it mixed up. This is the true Nordic drink of Skyrim, and Nords just can't get enough of it. Most other races can't stand it and say it has like a liquid fire melting your tongue kind of taste, aka it's horrible. Just like ale, you can find it in almost every inn and tavern, and you can loot it in pretty much any fort or bandit hideout around. Now you will know this next one from constantly picking it up by accident and it just being a general nuisance in your inventory, and that is the pishy poshy Alto Wine. Yes, the so-called rare and expensive wine of north central Skyrim. Its sweet taste comes from the juices of the jazzbag grapes, and degenerate posh people drink it. Who drinks wine? Next we have the Blackbriar Mead. Not as common as the other ales, but it can be found very easily. It's easier to find in Riften since Maven is situated around there, and many Blackbriar people run the inns and taverns or are connected to the family itself. The mead is worth a lot of money to vendors, and so early game storing this stuff up can give out a lot of gold to the player if they need an early dose. You can make as much as 2,000 gold with up to 200 bottles sold. It's crazy. Next to Blackbriar Mead, we have Blackbriar Reserve, which is a more potent and valuable rare version of the normal Blackbriar Mead. This blue looking prettier version can be found in very specific locations, and a quick Google search can direct you to them. Funny thing is, so many players have never encountered this type of alcohol, so here you go nuts. Next up is Columbian Brandy, which can only be obtained from the diplomatic community quest in the main questline in Skyrim when you ask for it. The side effects of this beverage are fantastic, giving your battle skills up to an extra 30 points with a few other quirks on the side. Make sure to grab as much as you can when you do the quest. Similar to the Columbian Brandy, we have Syrah Dilek Brandy, which is also extremely rare. You can find it in the pockets of Plautus Carvain, or you can grab it from a master lock chest inside Fort Frostmoth. Bit of exploring for you to do if you're up for the challenge. Man, so many of these beverages are rare, just like this next one, the Dragon's Breath Mead. It can only be obtained by doing the quest for Ulda in Dragonbridge, so again, make sure to conserve this beauty. It shares the same texture as a lot of other drinks, so make sure not to mix it up for the common bottles. Next, we have a very famous mead across Skyrim, and one you definitely all know, and that is the Brew Mead. It can be found all across Skyrim, but most famously in the Brew meter in Whiterun. So there is one single copy of a specific beverage in Skyrim, and that is a copy of Jessica's wine. It can be found inside Jorgen and Lami's house in Morthal. It's behind the barrel, make sure to look for it. It is tagged in the engine for the Laid to Rest quest, but it was never used, so keep it as a treasure or something, I guess. So we all remember Raylof's famous famous quote with the mead with juniper berries made by Vlad at the start of the game on the cart ride to Helgen. Well, since Vlad died in Helgen when Alduin burnt it down, you need to come back to Helgen after it's destroyed, and you can loot some of the mead bottles that Ralof mentions from the burnt down inn. Again, a more specific wine you can find is the spiced wine, made by Yvette San in Solitude. You can grab it off her in the marketplace in a miscellaneous quest as well, very easily. Another very specific beverage is the Strasmakai rum, which is part of a small miscellaneous quest you do for Sorex Vinius when you have to give it to Falk Firebeard. In Riften you can get some specific alcoholic beverages only special to there, and these 3 beverages are the White Gold Tower beverage, the Cliff Racer beverage, and the Velvet La Chance. Alongside many of the unique wines we have boring old wine. This can be found pretty much anywhere around Skyrim and is easy to use with no special unique effects outside the norm. Now we will move on to the DLC drinks and some of the more illegal ones you might be familiar with. In Dragonborn we have food type of alcohols which are quite unique to Ravenrock and some places like that. Such beverages include Sujama, Matzi, Sadris, Sujama, then you have Shine or Sheehan, Flynn, and Emberbrand wine. Normal beverages in Dragonborn include Ashfire Mead, which is quite nice and can be found in the Elmas Mead quest or from certain vendors like Geldi's Sadri. I almost forgot, in the base game we also have Argonian Ale, which can only be found in that one Whiterun quest when you need to steal it for the beggar. Now technically the skumas count as alcohol, or well, one of 2 of them do, not normal skuma of course. Well, maybe just one, and that is the efficient Balmora Blue, which looks just like normal skuma except it's alcohol that uses moon sugar, which we all know is illegal in most places. It's specifically made in Balmora and it can be found in a chest belonging to Sabine Nit or Nite. You can also find it underneath the docks by Red Wave and Solitude. But yeah, I may have forgotten 1 or 2, but that's pretty much all the alcoholic beverages I know. Wow, this video took a while to make, but I still hope you managed to enjoy it. If you did, make sure to leave a comment and let me know what you want to see in the future, just like on this video. If you enjoy Skyrim, Fallout, or general gaming content, then this is the channel to be in. I hope you all have a wonderful day, week, month, or year, and I'll see you all next time.